Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Now my journey in Nullsec is going to come to an end, at least for now. Maybe I'll move back here sometime, but I've had enough of Nullsec for the time being, so I'm putting some of my valuable stuff in this Malediction right here, and I've got a wormhole scan down, which I'm going to take back to Highsec. The reason I've not used up all my Master Arm Cerebral Accelerators, because I told you guys before that I'm going to move back when I've used up all of them, it's because actually I realized that these Master Arm Cerebral Accelerators that I get from you guys using my links, I really appreciate you guys using my referral links to buy stuff. These are just so good. But I've actually noticed that instead of me using these, it's just better that I sell them and use this the money to buy skill injectors, because these skill injectors, they actually give more SP per ISK compared to these Master Arm Cerebral Accelerators. These are actually quite expensive. You can sell them for like over 100 million each. So I did a bit of calculation and I got a better ISK per SP ratio with skill injectors. It has to do with that I've not got a whole lot of SP. So after 80 million SP, then it'll be better that I go with the Master Arm Cerebral Accelerators. But before I'm at 80 million SP, it's just better that I sell them and go for skill injectors. Because if we go here in skill injector, you can see here between 50 and 80 million you get 300,000 allocated SP, then 80 million and onwards you get 150,000. So that's really bad. So it's just more valuable or more worth my time that I sell these Master Arm Cerebral Accelerators and buy the skill injectors, and then also in my opinion that'll be a lot more satisfying as well, because I'll instantly get the skills and be like, oh yes, get those skills. You can see here I've got a lot of these good things right here, so I really appreciate that you guys use them. I would have never expected to ever actually get so many of these. Like, I knew that you could get these referral links, and I just kind of casually put this referral link in the description, and it seems like so many people have been using it that I've got so many of these. That's really nice. You get that 1 million skill point bonus by using it, so that's like reason why one would use that link, because it gives you like an extra bonus on when you start off. It's really good for making an ult or something. You get 1,000 or 1 million SP just straight off the bat, like a wormhole scan down. So I use this to get in and out of Nullsec. I don't use the conventional way of going from gate to gate, because there's a risk that you can maybe die. I'd prefer to not you know, get sniped on the way out, because often people camp the gates between Nullsec and Highsec because they know that a lot of people are going to try to get through there using smart bombs. Here now it's a lot less traffic here. You can even check on this website called Gatecam check if you go on Google. If you go on this website here, you can type in your destinations. This Dehrok, this is where the wormhole will go to, and you can see here that there are no people getting killed on the gate, so it's very likely that I'll get past and survive. The only real thing that I have to worry about are these smart bombers, but that gate camp check usually says that there's smart bombers going on. Usually people who are smart bombing gates are there for quite a while, or at least what I've noticed, and if it doesn't say there, then probably there aren't going to be people, unless I'm very lucky and I just go here while there's someone who decided to start smart bombing exactly then. But honestly, I won't lose a whole lot. I mean, the only thing I'll lose are these Master Arm Cerebral Accelerators, which I'll be very sad about, which is actually quite a lot of ISK, but I've not got like an expensive pod is what I'm trying to say. You know, I've not got these high grade crystals or anything like that, so it's not as bad as it could be. But it will still hurt if I get sniped here, so we'll see. Maybe this will be a live fail cam right here. But overall, if I'm going to reflect a bit about this time I've spent in Nullsec, it's been a pretty different activity from being in Highsec. I mean, I'm in Brave Empire, and it's really a good corp for you guys who want to be in Highsec but also have access to Nullsec, because Brave Empire is like allied to Test Alliance and a bunch of other alliances. So that's why you can see here I'm blue to all these guys right here. It allows me to go to Nullsec, but it's not Brave Empire. It doesn't have any structures, so it makes it so that we can not be war decked, so I don't have to worry about war decks in the Highsec, which is really nice, because I've died to war decks before when I didn't actually know about this as a new player in 2017. Oof, it was horrible. I just had everything in my mower, and then I was like, what the heck, these people can shoot me in Highsec and they kill me. So it's been quite a different change of pace. It's a lot more socializing, and it's quite fun that you have people to talk to. But right now, the reason I wouldn't want to stay more is like two reasons, you could say. One is the socializing aspect, it takes a bit of time. You know, you go there, you talk to people, and you do stuff with people. You know, it takes a lot of time. And right now in real life, I've got a lot of things going on right now. It's like really busy at the hospital and all this kind of stuff. A lot of things here, and a lot of studying, and this just really combined with having to do stuff like fleet ops and all this kind of stuff, the stuff that you are in Nullsec and have fun in Nullsec with, it's a bit too much right now. So I'm going to go back to Highsec, and also the thing is I can earn more ISK doing T5 Abyss, and T5 Abyss I don't need to really talk to anyone. It's just something I do straight away, no problem or anything like that. That's why it's just more efficient. If I'm going to spend a little bit of time doing some activity, I'll just get more ISK that way. And also I think Abyss is much more fun, much more by massive margin, than doing these Sancha Havens or grinding anomalies. It's so boring in my opinion. It's the most repetitive thing you can do. I mean, doing a lot of Abyss running can be a bit repetitive, but it's still a bit of variance you've got there, and the rewards are better. In doing Anomaly Writing, there's basically no variance whatsoever. It's not a exactly fun activity by any means, in my opinion. So it has to do with the Sancha or the ratting is not as fun. I don't really have so much time to socialize with a whole lot of people, and also that I'll earn more ISK in Highsec. So that's why I'm going back here. I've got actually these bookmarks booked here. I've got an entry there, okay, because entry is like the wormhole I went through to go to the next location, then wormy is what I call the wormhole I came out of. Like, I would say that me as a person, I'm not so sociable. Like, obviously I talk to you guys, or you know, maybe I talk quite a bit on this on my YouTube videos I post, but just because I talk a lot doesn't necessarily mean I talk a whole lot to other people. Like, I would say if you put like someone who's a bit in the middle, if you take a scale of 1 to 10, I would say that I'm probably, now I'm just gonna find G today. Okay, I would say that I'm probably at 4 or 3 when it comes to someone being social. Like, I'm not like, I'm a little bit less social than the average person, but I'm definitely not someone who talks like really a lot. It's like something that gives me energy. So I want to just go back and just be by myself in Highsec for the time being, especially now when there's not a whole lot of time available in my life. It just gets a bit too much in my head. So that's why I want to go back. Okay, we're in this low sec here, so you can see here there's just a few low sec systems, but I don't worry too much because this Malediction is it's got really fast line time. It's really hard for anyone to get caught. And I also saw on the Gatecam check that there was no one gate camping, so hopefully no one decides to start gate camping now. That'd be very unfortunate if that did happen, but I think hopefully I'll be able to get through. Even if there are people gate camping, the only real exception are smart bombers and one of these so-called ultra lockers, which I actually found out that there's some people who can actually lock onto these sub 2-second align time people. Some specialized ships they can use have a really high scan resolution, but it has also a bit to do with server latency, I think, as well. So we should be good. I don't think we're gonna encounter any particular people right here. And I can't wait to get back to Jita to be able to sell all my cerebral accelerators and get some nice skill points or skill injectors. Skill injectors are just one of the most satisfying things to use in the game. You know, CCP, they've really done their job well when it comes to making them like being something very sought after, like that sound when you inject it and that sound when you apply the skill points. Oof, it's a very nice sound. We're gonna go back to Jita to get there. I also need to remember to put my clone, because I've got a high grade crystal clone which I wanted to just sit in to be able to have a bit of better skill point training, because I've noticed that if I go in my skills right now, they look quite like they're taking quite a long time. You can see that all these skills here, they're taking quite a long time. Like this, usually I'm used to these photon extension and guidance that I'm training right now. I'm training all Edencom skills. They usually take about 6 days or something. Now they're taking almost 8 days. It's gone up quite a lot. The training implants help a lot. Oh, and Astero. I wonder what he's doing there. Goodbye, Astero. Okay, there we go. Now going back to safety of Highsec, the relative safety of Highsec, and there's no one there on the gate, so we're basically home free to Highsec. There we go. Now it's just trip to Highsec. It's an Edencom fortress, that doesn't matter. Do not ask me again, please. I'm even allied to Edencom, so I don't need to care about that. But that's it with this video right here. It's just basically a simple walk through Highsec now. Nothing really I need to show you guys. I wanted to just talk to you about a bit about like the summary of what I thought about Nullsec. It's pretty fun, but right now I don't really feel like being in Nullsec, and I want to just go back to my old Highsec routines. And but it's definitely been interesting with, like, you know, they're going on these defense fleets and going around just talking to people a lot more than just being by yourself. But I don't feel like doing that right now. And also I look forward to earning a bit more dank ISK in Highsec actually. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.